So this booger sugar trick done lost her mind, and I'm wondering who is going to send her to take a permanent nap with the Sandman because she has got to go. Okay. Welcome to my channel Reviewed, where we talk about all things television and film from today and yesteryear. So today I just wanted to come on here and do a quick recap of this last episode of Ghost Power Book 2 Season 4, because honey, it was all kinds of crazy. Let's get into it. So yeah, the episode starts off with Diana and Monet in this baby store. Monet is super excited about being a grandmother. And quiet as it's kept, y'all, I forgot Diana was pregnant because, honey, so much stuff has happened in this season. And quiet as it's kept, Diana forgot she was pregnant too. But we'll get to that later on in the episode. So they're in the baby store. Diana sees the snow globe that she likes or whatever. And Don keeps on blowing up Monet's phone. So eventually they end up leaving the store. So Tyreek and Braden meet up with Noma and Kane, and Noma is still on her whole thing. Like, I cannot believe that y'all went behind my back and y'all dealing when y'all ain't supposed to. And at this point, Tyreek is just like, look, either we might as well just work together. We need to go and squash this and let this go. You need to be our connect again because what they are doing is successful. But of course, Noma is not trying to hit that. She's just completely playing them to the left because she is not trying to get involved with Tyreek. She literally wants to be the person in charge of everything. And she is not feeling the fact that Tyreek is basically telling her, either you're going to work with us or we're just going to do it anyway. So. So Monet and Diana get home only to get bum rushed by Don and his crew. Because, of course, in the episode, we saw that Drew was following Don, and him blowing up Monet's phone and Monet not answering the phone. He was like, let me go pop up over here and see what's going on, because what you're not going to do is ignore my phone calls. Okay. So, Don says to Monet, he was like, what's up, Red? He was like, for a second, I thought you ain't know how to answer a phone or use one because I've been calling you and I ain't been getting no answer. And so Monet's like, what's up? What you want? So Don lets her know, he said, we here to get our cut from the product I let you take from the warehouse. And she was like, Monet was like, my dudes are still out there pushing the product. It ain't no money to be had right now. And so he asked Monet, he was like, I'm just trying to figure out where the product came from. Who is the supplier? And Monet was like, all my supplies are dried up. That's why we was out at the warehouse stealing, to get more product. And so he asked Monet, he's like, well, whose product is it? And she tells him that she does not know. And he doesn't believe her, of course. So he basically let her know, I need my cut and I also need to know where the product came from. And she was like, I don't know how to get you that information. He basically telling her, you better figure it out. So while all of this is going on, you got the little booger sugar heifer pushing up on Diana. She end up taking the little snow globe and dropping it and busting it and whatever. And then she takes the bags of the stuff that they bought. Some thank you for the Christmas donation or whatnot. And also they end up taking Drew, and because they need for him to handle some job in prison or whatnot. And they basically let Monet know that either you're going to get us a name or you won't see your son again. So Don Goons drop Drew off at the prison. Basically, they need Drew to go in there and murk somebody because they need the guy gone. They need him to disappear. And as much as I cannot stand Drew is emotional behind, I will say that he did what needed to be done. Okay. So we also get a scene with Tyreek and Noma's daughter Anya are hooking up or whatnot. And Tyreek uses this opportunity to start asking questions about Noma. And you can kind of tell that Noma's daughter and her don't have like the closest relationship. She lets Tyreek know that her dad was in the oil business and, that he was murked or whatnot. And she is not used to her mom being in one place at one time. She's used to her mom being international, going from place to place. And so I think this is very smart of Tyreek because he's going to use whatever information he can get from Noma's daughter to, I guess, figure out his next move when it comes to Noma specifically. So I do like the fact that he going to play both sides of the card. And I can't even be mad at him for that. Okay. So we get a part in the episode where the Booger Sugar Trick gets a phone call from her sergeant or whoever about a complaint that they received about her nasty attitude as a cop or whatnot. So he tells her, you got to be here in an hour, blah, 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 blah. Now she had some business she needed to tend to, as in take somebody out. So she goes back to Monet's house looking for Monet. Monet's not there. So she gets this fake apology to Diana and basically lets Diana know, I need you to go murk somebody. Now, this is what I do not understand. Diana has made it very clear to us that she does not want to be involved in this lifestyle. Her main thing is to remove herself from the situation that she is in so she can raise her child outside of this lifestyle. Okay. It did not make sense to me that in this moment, not that she owed this lady anything, you tell this lady, look, I'm not going to murk nobody. I am pregnant. I'm not about to be running the streets trying to cause harm to nobody when I'm trying to bring a life into this world. Like, why was that not a discussion? Why was that not part of this? It absolutely made no sense to me when Diana is so hell bent on not raising her child in this life. Why not just tell the lady, I'm pregnant, get somebody else to do it? Would it have made a difference? We don't know because she never told the lady. So it just made no sense. Anyway, the lady is basically letting Diana know you're gonna do what I tell you to do, or it's gonna be some problems with your brother. And so Diana, you're having this back and forth with this woman, but not at one point in time. Just say, look, bitch, I'm pregnant. Get somebody else to do it. Point blank, period. Oh, it made no sense at all. So after Diana is deboed by Don's goon, um, she calls Tyreek and lets him know, what's going on. So she meets him up at the school and whatnot. And baby, she gets sick to her stomach, a little morning sickness or whatever time of day it is. So when Effie walks up and she starts talking to Tyreek and she puts two and two together, baby, if In Your Feelings was a person, their name would be Effie. When I tell you the look on her face when she figured out that Tyreek was the baby daddy, it was priceless. And sidebar, when is Diana gonna find out that Celine has checked into Hotel Grim Reaper? Like, are we just gonna overlook that? Like, when is she gonna find out that that boy is no longer alive? Like, for real. But anyway, Effie is basically telling Tyreek, "Oh, y'all, so y'all real cozy. Oh, y'all trying to be a little family. Oh, you trying to be the family man now. You trying to be the family man." I'm like, girl, sit down. Because at the end of the day, Effie ain't got nobody to blame but herself. She played in Tyreek's face. She was playing games with him when she should have been honest with him. Him and Diana hooking up was just that. They were not in a relationship, and they are not in a relationship. They just trying to get along so they could co-parent whenever this baby get here, if it get here. Okay. But anyway, when Effie told Diana, she was like, I just told Tyreek that y'all should have an abortion. She said, because the two of you as parents, the child don't stand a chance. Y'all, Effie is so pissed. She is so in her feelings, and I am here for it, baby, because she kind of brought it on herself. Okay. So here's Drewski laying on the bed in the infirmary at the prison after he done started beef with the dude that he needed to take out. And here's Drew doing what needed to be done. He understood the assignment and he saw it through. So Monet ends up meeting up with Don and she tells him that the products came from the Russians. So he goes and get his little task force team and baby, they go up into that restaurant place and they start blasting everybody. And Effie was on the scene. So after the task force goes blasting up the place and, you know, murking off these Russians or whatever, Effie, she lays up under the dude's body and she gets away. So at this point, she is headed out the restaurant trying to be unseen. And baby, Don Goon pops up, put that pow pow in front of her face. She is like, please, please don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot. She slides that bag of money. And I know she's thinking to herself, you got to be kidding me. First of all, the dude I really love, Tyreek, got another heifer pregnant. Now this dude got a gun in my face. I don't know if I'm going to make it out here alive. She closes her eyes. I thought the dude was going to pop her, but, of course, she ends up getting out. So we also get where Tyreek goes to the little event or whatever looking for Brayden because, they got to go take out old dude for Diana. And this is where the writers are losing me because to me, it does not make any sense for Brayden to be on no booger sugar. Like, you got to be freaking kidding me. They done been through too much. I get it. Brayden is going through a lot with his family and things of that nature. But Tyreek has lost his dad, his sisters. Like, come on. Y'all are playing. Y'all are making Brayden a casualty. And I don't like it. It is not cool. And then the fact that this fool goes over to this dude's house. Like, you got to be kidding me. Y'all are making Brayden so. I don't like it. I do not like the direction that this is going, and I hope y'all turn it around because at this point, Brayden is not going to make it. He is not going to make it. He's becoming a casualty of war, and I don't even know if y'all going to have Tyreek be the one to take him out because what he did in this moment, this dude looked at the keyhole and saw you talking to somebody else, and now y'all running up on a boxer first of all. So let's just start there. And both of y'all still almost was not able to take this dude out. Like, it does not make any sense the direction that y'all have Brayden's character going because he got too much sense for that. The decisions that y'all have Braden making, that ain't Braden. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. The fact that they almost were unsuccessful in taking this dude out is crazy. And I just feel like at this point, it's only one place for Braden to go, and that's out. Like, I do not like the carelessness that y'all have allowed his character to become. Like, I don't like it, and I do feel like he is becoming a problem, and is going to become a problem for Tyreek. And I just don't want it to be one of those type of situations where, am I my brother's keeper? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, y'all need to turn this mess around. I really do not like it. But of course, they end up taking the dude out. It gets very messy. And I just don't know what's going to happen after this. So Kane goes to check on Effie after he finds out everything that went down with the Russians. And, he basically tells her, he's like, I care about you, but you don't be trying to hit at and this and that and the third. And, Effie is just basically letting Kane know. She said, maybe you need to start listening to the things that I'm telling you. You need to start listening to me. And we all know that Effie, she is only hustling because she needs to pay her tuition. Like, hustling is not her end game. That is not something she wants to do long term. And I do feel like everything that happened at the restaurant, and then the dude pointing that gun at her, like, she could have been up out of there. And I really think that this is going to motivate her more to stack up her money and get the hell up out of the game. Now, if Noma is going to let her out that easily, that is left to be seen. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know. We already know how Noma is, and we already know she has no problem get rid of her people because we saw what she did to old boy. But I do feel like everything that ended up happening is going to make Effie want to get out the game even more. And you know what also would be crazy, y'all? And this is just a random thought of mine. What if they end up having Kane and Effie? Let's say Effie starts to have genuine feelings for Kane. Okay, what if them two throw the deuces up and try to get out the game, and then Noma ends up popping both of them? Like, that would be so crazy. Anyway, that's a random thought. So Don ends up meeting with Lorenz Tate brother. I don't know his name, y'all, but Lorenz Tate brother ends up meeting with Don, and he tells him, he was like, "Hey man, you got a crooked cop on your team," and I'm thinking to myself, "No, beloved, all of them are crooked. You the only one that don't know. All of them are crooked." And so I already knew in this moment what was going to happen, especially when Don tried to offer him basically a seat at the table. Just letting him know, hey, if you want in, we got you. Blah 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 blah. And when he was like, "Oh yeah, man, I'm gonna have to think about it." Like, dude, you don't tell no dirty cop that you're gonna think about anything because you already know where you're gonna end up, and that's exactly what happened. Okay. So Diana calls Tyreek to find out if everything, was taken care of, and of course it was. So she ends up telling Tyreek to meet her at, I don't know if it was a bodega or a little restaurant or whatever. So they agree to meet up. Diana's on her way there, and of course, Booger Sugar Trick got the phone tapped, so she is able to find Diana's location. And when I tell you I was not prepared for what happened next, I wasn't. So Diana and this cokehead end up having a verbal exchange, okay? And it was not of pleasantries. And Diana gets ready to walk off. She's basically letting the lady know, "Bitch, you do not own me. You don't tell me what to do." Boop de boop. The lady grabs her. Diana turns around and smacks fire from this lady's face, and it just goes from there. It did not make sense to me that, okay, I get it. You're not about to pump me. Okay. That's Diana stance. You're not about to pump me. But why would you allow yourself to get involved in a physical altercation with this woman, knowing you pregnant, and then you got your ass beat? Like, girl, you didn't even win the fight. Like, you got to be kidding me. And so we have Diana laying on the ground. This woman is kicking her. Okay. Diana is like, "Please stop, please don't, please don't." But not one time did she say, "I'm pregnant." Not one freaking time. Like, it just does not make sense to me. Like, who are you hiding the pregnancy from? It don't make no sense. Like, the fact that this lady was able to kick you in your freaking stomach and you did not say one time, "I'm pregnant." Man, get out of here. Get out of here. So Tyreek shows up at the place and he doesn't see Diana. So he calls her cell phone and he hears it ringing and he follows the sound around back and he sees her laid out. Then he goes, help, somebody help. I'm like, Negro, once you just on your cell phone, you better call 911. Like, come on, y'all, stop doing stuff that don't make sense on these shows. Like, seriously. But anyway, we get a trailer for next week and we see that Diana is going to be in the hospital. So I guess we'll find out what the outcome is of the pregnancy. I don't, it just don't make sense that they would put her in a situation like this. Like, I wasn't feeling the whole thing with her and the lady. It just didn't make sense to me. Like, y'all, this girl sat up here and let this lady stomp her out, and not one time did she say I'm pregnant. Like, make it make sense. Like, for real. Well, y'all, that's all I have for you in this video today. I just wanted to give my 2 cents on this last episode. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate the support, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.